Okay, today we will see the temperatural stresses in 3-inch dots. Okay, temperatural stresses in 3-inch dots. Okay, see, just I will take one small arch, just anything arch. Okay, this is also hinge. The temperature is rising, so some degrees delta T. Okay, if temperature is rising, what will happen? What will happen? If you see normally, if you see normal, if you like, if it is providing rollers, if I providing roller, what will happen? The temperature is rising, it will go like this, na? Are understood? It will go like this. Mm, it will like mm, okay. It will go like this, na? That's it. If temperature is rising, what will happen? It will go by like this. That's it, na? It will expand. It will expand. So if it is rollers provided, okay, but we provided hinges. There is no chance to move further because horizontal restraint is there. So how will it expand? If it is not expand, stresses will develop. If it is not expand, stresses will develop. Are understood? So if you see, the third hinge is there. It is also hinge, na? It is a hinge is there. So it has a chance to expand. It has a chance to expand. If it is not a hinge, what will happen? The stresses will develop at this location. Are understood? Stresses will develop. So but it has a hinge at this location. It has a hinge at that location. It has a chance to expand with respect to this point. Are understood? Hinge. Easily it can expand. There is no extra stresses developed. If you freely freely allowed to expand, there is no extra stresses. But if you restrain the expansion, stresses will develop. You already know temperature stresses, we discussed so many times. Okay, if you see, what will happen? The restraint is there at the supports or abutments. What will happen? It will go by like this. Are understood? It will go by like this. Understood? Not this much, very small amount. Okay, it will expand. It is because it has a hinge here. It has a hinge here. So it can easily freely move, no restraints. It will easily expand. Okay, it is a hinge. Understood? So there is no extra stresses will develop. No extra stresses. No stresses will develop because we allowed to develop. We allowed to expand. We allowed to expand. Are understood? So how much will expand? How much the crown? You see, if it is see, this is a crown height or rise. This is a rise. H. It will expand. It will rise. Otherwise, if temperature is decreasing, the rise will reduce it. Rise will reduce it. Are understood? So how much extra? How much extra will rise due to temperatural increase of WT? That is a question. Okay, so that is the question. So we have to find out that delta. So how can you find out the delta? So increase in the crown distance, increase the crown distance or decrease the crown or so displacement of crown. That's the good word. Increase, decrease, delete it. Displacement of crown. Okay, so now I will draw a bigger picture. You can clarify it. Okay, like this. Okay, 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 it will good, I think. Okay, this is small height, span length is L by 2, L by 2, span length is L. Okay, that's, this is also hinge, then only it will expand it. If it is not hinge, there is no can't expanding, stresses will develop with, stresses will develop throughout the span, that will discussed in second. Two hinged arches. Okay, so that's it. How it is expand. So okay, so this expansion is delta, ground displacement is delta only if temperature is increasing. Okay, it increasing, decreasing also same phenomenon. Okay, no problem. So how can you find out? So I thought it, I feel I taken like this. See, it is something, this is A, this is B, this is C. I wrote down that one line. Okay, so next line taken, that is, this point is C, I call it as this point is D. Otherwise I will write good writing. Okay, that point is D. Okay, if you see, if you just draw a perpendicular line, perpendicular line, so perpendicular line, okay, perpendicular line, draw it. So I call it as A E E A E. Okay, so see it is first without expansion or without incremental of temperature, AC is the line, something, okay, taken as that is the line AC. So at that AC is equal to the AE. AE na? Is AC is equal to the AE. Sir, how can AC is equal to AE? Just draw a perpendicular line. It's not a circular curve, but most probably equal. Most probably equal. Na? That's a perpendicular line. Or otherwise, if you have to draw a curve line, if you draw a curve line, that is equal exactly drawn. If you see, already you know it. If something line is done, something line. If you draw a curve, that is called exactly equal, or. If you draw a curve, it will equal E point, but for most probably, most chances, AEC is equal to AE. Are understood? AC is equal to AE. Almost equal. That's why is equal. Okay. If you see it, for the temperatural increment of delta T, AC line expanded to AD. That's not AC line expanded to AD. Understood? What is that expansion? What is that expansion? That expansion is ED. That expansion is ED, na? So that's it. ED. What is ED? How much ED? You already know linear expansion. Take a linear expansion. We have an idea about linear line expansion, but we don't know the don't know how to calculate the arch expansion. So that's why we reduce this arch portion into the straight line portion. Not a reduce. We analyzed by the help of straight lines. Okay, if it is already, if it is some line L, if it is expand to some length, so what is that expansion length? What is that expansion length? This expansion length is something dl. What is the dl? L alpha t. You already know it. Know it, na? So same thing. So what is the ed? Ed is same. AC original length, alpha of steel structures, na? Alpha of the steel, temperature increasement. That's it. Sir, we have to calculate delta, sir. So not ed. Will come to the will come to that point. Okay. So that's it. You know it, na? You know it. You know it. No problem at all. Okay. So now if you see, it is, take this is a theta. Take that is a theta. So if you see it is, If you see, it is CED. That is a triangle. That is a triangle. Perpendicular triangle. We drawn a perpendicular from C to E. Okay. So take, what is the T? T is, this is the theta. That is the theta, na? That is the theta. So what is sine theta? See, what is cos theta? What is cos theta? What is cos theta is means CD by ED. Cos theta is what? CD by CD by ED. That's it, na? That's it. CD by ED. That is the cos theta. We already know it. We already know it. Okay. So CD is what? That CD is what? So red is something. CD is what? CD is the delta. So we have to find out the delta is, what is? ED cos theta. Huh? See, exactly find out what is theta. Theta, ED, cos theta. Cos theta is what? CD divided by ED. No problem at all. So delta is ED cos theta. Just it's opposite, huh? Wait. Wait. Exactly, it is exactly theta. Okay, theta cos theta CD divided by ED. Only, exactly, okay. CD is delta. Okay, we'll take it. No problem. So delta is ED cos theta. That's it, na? That's it. So take it. No problem at all. ED is what? This is the ED. You know it, na? This is the ED. So delta is equal to ED cos theta. ED we already know. ED we already know is alpha delta T cos theta. So if you cleanly observe it, okay, wait. That theta, this theta. Okay, wait. Someone messaged, I think. చెప్పండి. So this is 90. Okay. Okay. What happened? So exactly if it is taken theta, what is the problem? I can't understand what is the problem. Theta. So this offset by ED. ED is, so this E. Okay. I drawn it's a wrong picture. That is the problem. Okay. See, the angle at E is 90. Are understood? So I drawn wrong. That's the problem. Okay. That's the problem. So that's it. So again I will draw. No problem. The angle at E is 90. See, it is? The angle at E is 90. Okay. So ECD. Theta is at D. Okay. What is the theta? So I drawn wrong. Angle E has 90 degrees. Okay, that's the problem. Angle E has 90 degrees. Understood? Angle E has 90 degrees, the CD. So cos theta is what? Cos theta is ED divided by CD. Okay, so that's it. Something I drawn wrong picture. Cos theta is what? ED divided by CD. So if you see, CD is 5. So what is 5? What is lambda? Lambda is 5. Anything, take it. So what is 5? ED 1 by cos theta. Okay, so you can call it as ED secant theta. That's it, na? That's it. That's it. So no problem at all. So I drawn wrong picture. That's it. Okay, so see it is now secant theta. Sir, how can you calculate, sir? Delta, you already ED, we already know this value, we write it. So how can you calculate secant theta, secant theta? If you observe it, the rise is very 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 small. Rise is very very small. Okay, in mm, most probably in mm there is no centimeters, mostly centimeters, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, mostly 5 centimeters. That is the maximum range. If you compare with the span 36 meters, 30 meters, rise 8 meters, 9 meters, rise is, the expansion is very 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 low. So that's why I took this same delta theta. I assume this theta is moreover equal, this theta moreover equal, na? Most probably almost equal. Okay, the theta moreover this theta dash. Okay, so see it is, if you see, now you can see, observe it, A C, this O I call it O is a triangle. This is theta, this is H, this is L by 2. So what is secant theta? What is secant theta? What is secant theta? Okay, what is secant theta? So that's it. What is secant theta? So cos theta again. So CA divided by CO. That's it, na? Cos secant theta. So what is CA? What is CA? This is a rectangular. See, this is a perpendicular triangle. Na? So perpendicular triangle, this is L by 2, this is H. So what will happen? This is L by 2 whole square H square. That's it, na? That is a perpendicular triangle. So what is secant theta? So what is secant theta? CA is L by 2 square plus H square. CY is H. CY is H. That's it. So delta is, what is AC? Delta is, see, what is A? Delta is what? C by H. Delta secant theta is what? AC divided by CO. H. H. So I will call it as like, I call it as, so okay, I will took it like this. This is AC by H. We will calculate later. We will act like this. So delta is AC alpha delta T, that is AC divided by H. Okay, AC divided by H. Okay, AC divided by H. Okay, so see it is, if you see, what will happen? AC square divided by H alpha delta T. Okay, that's it, na? That's it. This is AC by H. So secant theta we will calculate it. This is square. This is wrong. So H square plus L by 2 whole square is equal to the L by 2 whole square H square. Okay, squares, not an equal. Okay, so what is AC square? AC is what? AC is what? AC is what? AC is L by 2 square plus H is L by 2 square plus H square. That is a root. That's it, na? Root. So if you want to take it as a root square, so what will happen? L by 2 whole square plus H square. H square. That's it, na? That's it. AC square by H alpha delta T. So what will happen? L square 4H square 4H alpha delta T. That's it. That's the model. Okay, just a perpendicular triangle. Perpendicular triangle. So no need to take it. It's a root. That's it. That's it. We assume this theta is equal to this theta. Both are equal. Moreover, almost equal. That's it. So that's why we calculated what is rise. This is the rise. Rise of the crown, or not only rise, downfall of the crown. If temperature is increasing, crown is increasing. If the temperature is decreasing, crown is decreasing. Okay, that's the end of the story. That's the story. That's the end of the story. So now again, if rise, increase or decrease, how the horizontal thrust will affect? How the horizontal thrust will affect? That is a question mark. So vertical reactions no change at all. Vertical reactions no change at all, because those are not dependent on rise. Vertical reactions you can take by direct linearly. If you see it is, if you take this rise, if they stuck it like this, if you applied some load, no need of rise. No need of rise. Rise 5 meters or 6 meters, everything is same. Are understood? Everything is same. If you put so many loads also, rise is increasing, decreasing, there is no effect in a 3 hinged arches, because you can directly you can take with respect to VA plus VB is load and take a moment with respect to A point. There is no chance of rise. There is no importance of rise. Are understood? Directly you can take by what is you said, what you did with linear spans. You can do it, and with vertical reactions are no effect. But the effect is only horizontal thrust. So how it will affect? If you see it is, if you see one thing, you can observe it. One thing you can observe it. One thing you can observe it. Something that is a crown. Some load is there like this. Load is there like this. This is a vertical reactions. Vertical reactions not affect. So horizontal reaction happens some H. If the crown is rising, something, crown is rising some height. If the rise is something, height is rising. You already know this point. At point of C, the moment is 0. Previously, if you taken this is L by 2, this is height is H. V into L by 2 minus H into H is equal to 0. Previously is also at the crown is moment. Crown is has hinge. It has a moment of 0. Now it's rise happen. Rise happen means same again. V into L by 2 minus H into sum this H dash. H is increasing is equal to 0. Now also it has the same hinge joint. Now also it has to maintain a 0 moment, 0 bending moment at that crown point. But now the rise is increasing or decreasing. So if you see, if you observe these two equations, this value is same, but this value should be also same. So that means what? H minus H is equal to the H into this H dash. Changes. H dash is H. So these are two must be equal. Then only the system is in equilibrium. That means what? H should be constant. Constant means what? This value should be constant, because if it is 50, this is also 50. Again this is 50, this is also 50 na? So h into h should be constant. If rise there or downfall is there, h multiply with rise should be equal. So that means what? That means what? H is increasing. This horizontal reaction is compulsory decreasing. Sir, understood? If h is rise or down, rise h, the crown height is rising, horizontal thrust should be decreasing. Otherwise, the height is increasing, rise, the crown distance is decreasing, horizontal thrust must be increasing to maintain equilibrium. Understood? So exactly, if you take it, see this example, this value doesn't change, vertical reactions doesn't change, so this value is same, but this value, only h value is rising, h value is changing. So with respect to the h value, this h value, capital H, also compulsory changing, then only maintain this value exactly equal to this value. Understood? So if you observe it, capital H inversely proportional to the rise, or h is inversely proportional to the capital H. Understood? So that's the thing, those are the inversely proportional. So if you observe it, h is equal to some constant anything, some constant, what we call some constant r, I think, divide by h. You can write it now. Otherwise, if you see otherwise, no problem at all. If you see what is right, so three hinged arch, circular arch, what is h? W square by 8h. H is down. If you see, h is inversely proportional to capital H is inversely proportional to the small h na? So is there, if you took any problem at all, any problem, like yesterday we did some, what you did yesterday, we did some problem, circular arch na? So yesterday, this is yesterday's class na? No, this is first class, yesterday class, this is there is no h here, this is h is there. If you see, it is w r square by 2r will come like this. This is w r square by 2 r is the rise na? R is downside. If you see, this is the value. So if it's a parabolic arch or circular arch, anything, the crown height and the horizontal thrust are inversely proportional, because if we just observe it, because it should be maintain the equilibrium, it decrease the moments. So the increase or decrease of the crown height doesn't affect the vertical reactions. Compulsory, it will affect the horizontal thrust, because to maintain the zero moment at the crown point. That's it, na? Zero moment at crown point. So you can write it like this. So, okay. So that is not a problem. So what is the problem? If h has increment or decrement, if h has some change, how the change will happen h? You know, you already know in intermediate, I think, but otherwise I will show you. So if c, small change in h, so so what will happen? dh is what will happen? So r is there, 1 by h, differentiation is what? 1 by h is differentiation is what? Minus 1 by h square dh. That's a small change. So that's it. If you divide 1 by 1, divide dh by h, r cancel, what will happen? So dh by h, that's it, inversely proportional. If those are the inversely proportional and there is no square terms, directly inversely proportional. So you already know, 5 workers complete the work in 5 days. 10 workers, how many days will complete? So 2.5 days. These are the number of people and working days. So those are the inversely proportional. So you can take it as number of people multiply with working days is equal to the constant. So how they will change it? This is aptitude question. How they change? If the small change, if 5 people, 6 people are there, so how many days? That's the same answer. Okay, inversely proportional to with respect to z. So that's it na. If the small change in delta h, the small change in happening horizontal thrust, but negative sign means decreasing. One is increasing, the second is decreasing. One is decreasing, second is increasing. That's it na. That's it. The 6 people, it will decrease the time 4.5 something. The 7 people, it will 4 point something. See, so people na? So 5 people, 6 people, it will decrease. So if 4 people are there, 4 people are there, it will increase 6.2 or something. How much? That's a change. How much change it will happen? You can solve same problem with respect to this also. Okay, so now we will took the problem. Now we will took the problem. Now no problem at all, we will took the same problem we solved in the first class. This is the first class now. Okay, this is first class. See the problem is 1836. Rise is what? 6 meters na? 6 meters. Rise is what? 6 meters. 6 meters, 18 meters, 18 meters. So problem is that if the temperature is rising 30 degrees from nominal temperature or room temperature, room temp, how much the crown is displaced, how much the crown is displaced. So and again how much the change in horizontal thrust if the h is equal to the 120 kilonewtons, because if you see the problem is horizontal thrust is 120 kilonewtons, otherwise we have to calculate with respect to the loading. Okay, if the horizontal thrust is 120 kilonewtons, how much change will happen in the horizontal thrust? That is my question. Okay, so same question I will take it. Okay, see it is, see, vertical reactions doesn't affect, only crown will shift. Okay, crown, this is also hinge, then only it will happen. So that is delta. What is delta? So rise na, 30 degrees rising. So what is delta? So delta you can take directly like L square by 4h square by 4h alpha t. So this t, we don't call it as t, you can write is not a t. So what will happen? You can delta t, you can write delta t, change in temperature, not a temperature. Okay, delta t. So you already know what is alpha alpha, thermal coefficient of, these are the steel structures, not a concrete structures. Okay, concrete structures doesn't expand, it has expand but very low, no need to consider it. Temperatural changes. Okay, so what is the thermal coefficient for alpha, thermal coefficient for steel? Thermal coefficient for steel is what? 13 into 10 power 6 per centigrade. Okay, 13 into 10 power minus 6 per centigrade. Okay, expansion per degrees. Okay, that's it. What is L? What is L? Span distance is what? 36 meters. H is already rise is what? 6 meters. So okay, delta T is 30 degrees. That's it. You know alpha. So what is that value? You know what is that value? Find the what is the value? What is the value? I will get is a 0.0234 meters. It will call it as a 23 mm. That's it, na? Anything different? Tell me. So 23 mm. Okay, 2.3 centimeters. Okay, 2.3 centimeters. See, for a height of 6 meters rise and 36 meters span, The rise is only 2.3 centimeters. Then you can easily observe what we did is exactly right. What we did? So we assume this theta is equal to this theta. Just 2.3 centimeters rise means what? You can take those thetas are more over equal. Understood? So we took those thetas are equal. Then we solve this problem. Okay. So that's why you can took it. What we did is almost perfect. Okay. That's the rise of the crown. So if the rise of the crown is rises by 2.3 meters, how the horizontal thrust will happen? How the change in horizontal thrust? How the change in horizontal thrust? We already know. That's it, na? That's it. So what is change in height? Change in height is 2.3, not a 2.3. You can call it as 0.23. 0.0234 we write down in all meters. Okay, divide by 6 meters. Negative sign. So dh we don't know, but h is 120 kilonewtons. So what is dh? 0.0234 divided by 120. What is that value? So 0.468 kilonewtons. So this is we write in kilonewtons. That's it. So negative sign. Negative sign. So it is decreasing 0.468 kilonewtons. So okay. So that is decreasing. So what you can is final h is 120 minus 0.468. Understood? 120 minus 468 it will call 119.532. Very small change, but we have to calculate it. Otherwise, if you want to find out the rise is 6.0234 meters. That is the final rise value. Okay, that's the thing. That's you can solve any problem. Okay, temperatural stresses in 3 hinges are sir. There is no stresses developed. Only the expansion will happen. The expansion or shrinkage will happen. That's it, na? Very simple topic. We just struck because of we drawn some other signs, other symbols. That's why we struck some waste of 15 minutes. So no need at all. Okay, no need at all. So that's why I will start 2 hinged arches also today. 2 hinged arches also. I plan to start 2 hinged arches also. That's why I will start the 2 hinged arches. No problem. I will just explain 5 minutes. 10:46 now. So 5 to 10 minutes. Not more than this. Okay. So that's the end of the story of 3 hinged arches. That's the end of the story of 2 hinged arches. We will start 3 hinged arches. Now we will start 2 hinged arches. 2 hinged arches. So see it is. These are the 2 hinges. 2 hinges na? 2 hinges. Something L by 2, L by 2. No problem. There is no hinge at all. Hinge at crown point. There is no hinge at crown point. See how many reactions are there? Reactions are there 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 reactions are there. How many equilibrium equations are there? We know Fx equals 0, Fy is 0, moment at everywhere is 0. Moment. We have only three equations and 4 unknowns. 4 unknowns. That's it, na? 4 unknowns. How we have to solve it? Can we solve it? No, but we solve. See if the proper cantilever fixed beams. We already see it, na? We already saw it. So we have to require one extra equation to solve the structure. Understood? We have to require one another equation to solve that structure because it has 4 unknowns. It has 4 unknowns, but we have only 3 equations. So how can we solve? In a proper cantilever we saw it. So we will get one equation from others, from slope criteria or deflection criteria or strain energy criteria. Strain energy criteria. So now what we will do is same thing. See, it is, there is no crown, there is no hinge at all. There is no hinge at crown point or two hinged arches. There is a movement at here. That's what you just put in your mind. Okay, so now we will use same minimum strain energy method. We already know what is minimum strain energy method. Minimum strain energy method. What is the minimum strain energy method? What is the minimum strain energy method? We already discussed it. We already discussed what is minimum strain. If any redundant is there in the system, if any redundant is there or inserted in the system, the strain energy with respect to that redundant, the strain energy with respect to that redundant, okay, should be minimum. That is the question. Na? The strain energy with respect to that redundant must be minimum. That is the question. That is the minimum strain energy method. We already discussed. I said one example also. Every water molecule acquire a circular spherical form. Why it is? That is a minimum strain energy. It store the energy is minimum. If you took a water tablets on your table or plate, just take one tip of your pen. Take your pen, ballpoint pen, just dip in water and displace another place. Just drop it. It will. You see so many spheres. If you took one drop, one drop, one drop, you see every drop is a circular sphere shape. Why it is? Sphere has very low circumference, not a circle, surface area compared with any other shape of that volume. If you took some volume, if you settle in one shape which has a minimum surface area, if you see it is, take a rectangle, that is a rectangle, not a rectangular, that is a took any shape, not a rectangular, sphere or any type, okay, cubical shape, not a, if you try to cubical shape, height, width and breadth, try to give any cubical shape, took 5 liters of water, okay, what is my intention is took 5 liters of water, just place inside of any container, any internal container, which container has any width and any width, length and breadth, take it. So try to form so many shapes. So okay, took 1 meter height, 2 meters width, 5 meters length. So calculate the surface area. Calculate the surface area. Okay. So exactly fill the 5 liters of water. So put any shape of the structure, not a structure, bottle. Find out the surface area. But if you see that 5 liters of water put in a spherical shape, we exactly fit the 5 liters of water. Calculate that surface area. The spherical surface area is minimum compared with any other shape. Any other shape. That is the minimum strain energy method. Okay. So, okay. You already know, we discussed it. Oh my god. So okay. So we will follow the same minimum strain energy theorem. So we already know if any redundant is there in the system, the strain energy with respect to that redundance is minimum. You already know it. Okay, you already know it. So what will happen next? What will happen? The differentiation of that strain energy with respect to that redundant, it's going to be zero. We solved so many problems, sir. We solved that. Na? We find out the redundant structures. So many difficult problems we solved it. Trusses, full length trusses we solved. Okay, and beams we solve it. Same we can use it. So we take that redundant is this H. H is that redundant. Okay, H is that redundant. So see it is. See, if any structure is there, some has some different loading. Different loading is there. Okay, so see how to find out the strain energy. So what is the final strain energy? We already know that strain energy is, so integration of some 0 to some anything, okay, some anything, m square ds, okay, divided by 2ei. We already know it. Know it, na? So know it. So what is moment? moment. So strain energy in terms of H, we have to write up in terms of H na. So see it is, if the load is there, by this load you can easily calculate the reactions. There is, with respect to rise, these reactions are not dependent at all. We already know it. So VA and VB, we already know. So if any structure is there, some moment is there, what will happen? VA into some distance of X. Okay. So now also this vertical load. So this vertical load has some distance. So vertical load I will call it as W. W into some X something. Okay. So some distance of Y minus H into this Y. Okay. This H into Y na? H into Y. You already know. So if you see this moment is exactly when it is a linear span. When it is a linear span, exactly that is the moment. Only horizontal thrust will happen when the arch shape. Okay. Extra moment is reduced by horizontal thrust. Moment is reduced by horizontal thrust. That value is this value. This is normal moment. So I will call it as this normal moment is M. Normal moment is M. So normal just loading. Because of the loading, I took as a linear straight line beam. That moment is M. I will just call it as extra portion is H into Y. Are understood? H into this vertical height. Vertical height at this location. This height Y is variable. Okay. This height. See it is. These are the heights. Okay. So I will write this moment, this total moment into two terms. One is normal moment. Extra is with respect to Y. H. Just divide it two parts. Okay. So no problem at all. If you see it is. So moment is what will happen? This normal moment I will small letter m, small m. Okay. Minus of horizontal thrust into Y. That's it. Every section. If you take any section, so normal moment is changing. Okay. No problem at all. Moment minus horizontal thrust into Y. It will get like this, na? It will get like this every section. So that is the moment I will write like this. This is when the span is linear. So extra if the arch shape is there, the moment is reduced because of the produce of the horizontal thrust. The horizontal thrust will generate a moment opposite to the normal. So that's why the moment is reduced. Okay, no problem at all. Okay, I will write it. Okay, so see it is. Now we will see this is the strain energy. So strain energy was 0 to, so total length L, M, that is Hy whole square ds divided by 2EA. Okay, so this is a strain energy. We already know with respect to strain energy, with respect to redundant, must going to be 0. So you will read as with respect to dou H, what will happen? 2M minus Hy, and then that's it. 2EA, and also this so differentiation of this value with respect to H. What is that value? H with respect to H. What is that H? If you see this normal M doesn't contain any H. We already know it. That normal moment doesn't contain any H. So that's why I separated. So differentiation, this will give what value? H into Y. That's it, na? That's it. Is equal to 0. This 2, this will 2, this 2 will cancel. So that's it, na? So differentiation 2 into M into minus Hy. So you will get it. So sorry, with respect to Y, the differentiation will get only Y, not a H. Will differentiation with respect to H, na? How can you get again Y? Okay, that's Y. Okay, with respect to H, Hy is only we will get Y. That's it. So what will happen? See it is. So see it is. See. You can write it as 9M M into, I will write like this, My, okay? So My minus My divided by EI with respect to ds. 0 to L h y square, so minus minus will get positive, h square ei ds. Okay, 0 to L is equal to 0. That's it, na? So both are ei is constant, so no need ei, remove it, remove that ei. Okay, if you see it is, what is h? This h is constant value, h is constant, we have to find out that can h, so you have to put that h is outside. What is h? What is h? So you will write is m, that m y ds divided by integral of 0 to L y square ds. That's it. That's the equation. That's the equation. Sir, what is m? What is y? What is y square? Integration. If you see it is, m is moment, but without h. So without h means when the load is applied like a straight wave, you already know it. Taken what? So what is y? This vertical reaction into h into m something vertical. That's w into x something. Without the intervention of h, that is the m. Okay, y is changing everywhere. You already see it is, y is changing everywhere, every section. So integration of y throughout the span, are understood? So y is also changing, so that is the theorem. So this is y, this is the y square. Then you will get the h of that structure. Understood? So that's it. So tomorrow onwards we will find out the h for different loading conditions on different parabolic, arch, or no need to again do the with respect to the semi-segmental arch. We will do different loading condition. What is the h value? We will get it. Okay, understood? How to get the h value? We will solve that h value with respect to the with the advantage of minimum strain energy. The strain energy with respect to the redundant must be minimum. So the differentiation of strain energy with respect to the redundant, it goes to be 0. So it goes to be 0 now. So we solve it. So we start, the total moment we divided into just a normal moment, multiply extra the redundant giving moment. The redundant means h. We write into 2 parts. We solve it. We got it. The h value is something like this. This is the integration. So tomorrow we will see so many problems. Okay, so many problems. That's the story. If you have any problem,